You know what? I have a better answer for you now. Of course you're angry. You're angry because you know that there are solutions to this. These are not impossible problems. Are they intractable? Are they difficult? Do they deal with the frustrations and problems of politics? Yes, but none of those are reasons for no solution. Of course there's a better way to deal with guns in this society than we are. Any fool would know that. But what the preferences are for those solutions or lack thereof is where we get caught. Can we do better with the mentally ill? Of course we can. You ask any clinician, you ask any politician who's taken time to study it, of course we can. Of course there's better monitoring, there's better treatment, there are better avenues. Representative Tim Murphy has a bill right now that's going nowhere in Congress. Of course the gun policy doesn't make sense right now. Of course it doesn't. And that's why you're angry, because there is a necessary frustration when you're faced with situations that are so obvious that don't change over time. I've been in 20 different states covering this since Columbine. I've been to far too many. The questions are always the same, and the answers don't come, and we know why they don't come. And that's why you're angry, Carol. The question is, what do you do with that anger? What will make a difference?
The other frustration is, we live in a country with unbelievably smart people who can find solutions, yet we all sit back and say, what can you do? There are evil people in the world. Well, of course there are. But to say there's nothing we can do about it, that's just the coward's way out. That's not the American way. I just don't understand that. There are solutions. We just have to sit down and talk about them like reasonable people.
Well, the question is, who are we? And I mean that in two different ways. One is, who are our leaders, and what are they really interested in, and how does that really manifest? And also there's a second we, which is, and this will sound amorphous or Pollyanna, and people will think that it's all point, but it's in fact the core of the point. How we treat each other. What you said America has always been about sweet strength. Where is that in our society today? What is our culture about violence? How do we treat one another? That may seem nebulous and academic and off the point. It isn't. All of these cases come down to that. When people are angry, when people aren't at one with themselves, what do they do? It comes down to respect. It comes down to how we care about each other.
That's
and
right.
That's at the root of all of these problems.
And I'll just say, I'll just button it up here, Chris. When I was a girl, I lived in rural America. I had a gun. I'm not against guns. But I don't understand why responsible gun owners don't want to do anything to get the bad gun owners, the irresponsible gun owners, out of the way, to make sure that guns don't land in the wrong hands. Because those irresponsible, violent gun owners give everybody a bad name, including responsible gun owners. And they should be leading the fight, and I don't understand why they're not.
You understand why they're not. You understand the politics that are involved. The question is, what will make the difference? Because you'll hear them come out and say the right things right now. But what happens tomorrow? What happens next week? What happens a month from now when you have parents like Andy all over this country wanting something to be different for everybody else's kids than what happened to their own?
Chris Cuomo, many thanks. I appreciate it.